Popovich. Yeah, kid. We live, we rolling. We really live, we really rolling. Let's get it. Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes go. She like, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. She like, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. On a Saturday, they're like, ooh la la. They go, ooh la la. She like, ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop up out the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? Get now tuned in. Popovich. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, then the question is, where you been? Over here on this side, we deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment, interviews, Popovisms 101, and of course, motivation. So before you jump off the page and Diddy to the left or Usher to the left, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash the notification bell so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos, and if it's not your first time and you've been living under a rock, then you know how I do. You know how I plainly start my show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. We in the end game because it's Saturday night live, Saturday night vibes. Second Saturday in the month of Ramadan. And fresh out of the country, we got motherfucking Russia having a mass shooting at I guess like a movie theater or some like concert, some type of carnival or something like that. Whatever was going on. And when I first heard it, I was just like, because this was the first time, to my recollection, that I even ever heard of a mass shooting like in Russia. You know, obviously, if you from America and this is America, don't catch you slipping up. Police be tripping up. And you used to that shit. That shit is like going to the store. That shit is like walking in the house and seeing dog shit on the floor. And you're like, oh, that's just what it is. So when I heard, I said, damn, mass shooting, like 13 people got hit up or whatever, you know what I mean? Some casualties, and rest in peace to them. And I just was like, damn, that's just kind of odd. It's kind of strange. Then I said, oh, like that mean, the dude that be like, oh, the dude from The Wire. And his head keep turning like, oh, I get it. Or at least I think I get it. And who want to bet us that we don't stack cheddars forever, live treacherous, sorely, etc.? You know, politics as usual. The U.S., they was like, if you American, don't get caught slipping over there. Don't go to those large gatherings. Don't be, you know what I mean, commingling and rocking out with the folks in some large gatherings, because it possibly, maybe, kind of, sort of, could be some fire. Could be some shit going on. And what have you, 2 to 3 weeks later, a mass shooting. So I was like, damn, I don't remember ever hearing about no mass shooting in Russia. If you have, then drop it in the comments. If you know about it, then leave it in the comments. Let me know what year and all. I could have Googled it, but I didn't. I said, damn, mass shooting is in Russia? You know, it's dictatorship over there. As much as we, and myself included, I be on this channel, Popovich TV, like America ain't shit, United Snakes of America and all of that, but in the same breath, talking out the same side of the neck, I'm like, there's really no other country like this, and that's why they come into America. That's why they always want to come here. That's why they have been coming here for years, because of, you know, obviously the dream and the picket fence, the boy and the girl you marry and shit. You know, I mean, they all want to come here because this is the city of the glitz and glamour, the country of the glitz and glamour. So I never had heard of that, but I said, damn, what's the odds that right after the announcement, some shit pop off? And then also you see in the news, because this is like the 5th month, I want to say, since you know, Israel been, I won't even say going to war, even though they're making it seem like it's a war with the Hamas and the brothers over there in Gaza and Palestine. And you know, and may Allah protect them and give them you know, the protection that they need, because obviously it's not really the war. The war, at least, is two sides. Or when you see two people fighting, and again, I referenced this in the last show. That's why it's weight classes, and you're not going to see a Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, fight somebody like a Mayweather, who's also considered the greatest of all times, because clearly Muhammad Ali will best him. It's not even, it won't even be close. You know what I mean? And it's weight classes, and this war with you know, with Israel and the Hamas, they just bombing them up. They just doing them filthy. A lot of people are starving over there. They reporting over 30,000 already, like in just a 5-month period, have died, have been killed. A lot of them civilians, a lot of them kids and women, right? Not even the men. For those that don't got no love, you know, obviously it's an evil world out there. We hear you, Future, Kendrick, you know what I mean? Y'all spinning in the clip, but it's an evil world out there. Women and children, and even Scarface, a lot. It's like Trump at one time, right? And today was early voting. If you want to put your vote in for the United States of America president, red pill, blue pill, Tony. There was no other way, right? So we got early elections going on in here, and it's like, boom. No matter which way you're going, over there is like even Scarface in the movie. And a lot of people think he was one of the most gangsterous of gangsters, right? And you hear what's homie, I can't think of his name right now, but Chance the Rapper, his brother, right? I believe that's his brother. This is old news, but he recently came out allegedly like, yo, he's bi, he like it both, you know, he like it both ways, and have it your way. This McDonald's, no, not McDonald's, that's Burger King. You know what I mean? And he like, yo, you know, the two most gangsterous people that I seen is Young Thug and who was the other person he said? Damn it. Young Thug and who else? Oh, Gucci Mane, right? So I'm only just referencing that to say, like, even Scarface, and a lot of rappers quote Scarface. You even got, you know what I mean, Scarface out of Houston, Fifth Ward, one of the, you know, the greatest of all time as far as rap, top 10, top 15, definitely. They reference Scarface because he was the ultimate gangster, right? And even in the movie, and like Jada said, you think you Scarface, but you ain't see the end of the movie. He got his head blown off all over the globe. Even in the movie, he wasn't with killing women and kids. The dude like, yo, it's a hit. They were supposed to, if you didn't see the movie, if you've been living under a rock, supposed to kill, you know, the homie, and his wife and his kids was in the car, and he ended up killing the dude who went with him to put the hit on. He's like, yo, we don't do that. So I'm just bringing that up to say 30,000, a lot of women and children dead. And then you got right after before the mass shooting in Russia, you got the Russian Republic and you got the China Republic. They at the UN or wherever they be having these meetings. And that's why I quoted Jay-Z in his politics as usual. Great, what up on the check-in, on the fan page. You know what I mean? Thanks to everybody tuning in. We live, we rolling. Popovich TV, hit the subscribe button. See them all raising their hand proudly, like they doing something. And, you know, they think they got the power and the authority, but obviously the power, you know, all authority goes back to Allah. So, you know, it's his decree, and what's going to be is what it's going to be. But you see them raising their hand, like, yeah, we don't want no ceasefire. In fact, we're going to keep pushing on, and we're going to keep pushing on, and we're going to send the ground troops, and we're going to smoke them out. And, you know, they want to finish them off. So, you know, prayers up to the people that's over there, because it's them today. As the saying goes, it could be you tomorrow. It could be America tomorrow. Some will say, no, nah. America's the big bad wolf. It'll never happen over here. And people, you know what I mean? You say never, never, ever, and then shit happens. You're like, damn, never thought I would have seen that. And then it happened. So, you know, never think you safe. You know what I mean? And never think it could happen to you. You could put up a fight, but again, when it's Muhammad Ali against Jake Paul, you know what I mean? Whatever his name is, and Tyson is about to give him the business. It's not even a fair fight. You can't win, like Adrian told Rocky. You can't win. It's like it's not even a fair fight. It's like they're just doing him dirty, and you never know. Let's fly back over here, though, right? Because this is America. Don't catch you slipping, police be tripping, and we be tripping. Oh, right. How many minutes into the show? 10 minutes. Oh, but you black. And when you fly back to America and you fly to Philly, in the month of Ramadan, today the 13th day. So far I'm feeling good, feeling energetic. The fast is coming along good, and if you watch the channel, you know this ain't my first rodeo. I've been fasting since I was a teen, so kind of used to at least the no drinking and no food part, and trying to gain self-restraint, self-discipline, and stuff like that. It really be the other things that's hard to deal with. For instance, if you're working out in the gym, real side note, before we get to Philly, and everybody is all for sale as far as the ladies. Like, where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? They be half naked, so in the gym it be a little hard while you trying to get your 1-2s in, and there's boxes all over the place. So that be a little hard. Obviously cars driving by with the booming systems, playing all different type of music, so you gotta hear certain things while you're trying to fast and get your mind right. But anyway, during the month of Ramadan, unfortunately, and it's real unfortunate for a lot of reasons. Oh, but you black, that's number one. But out in Philly, we had the brother Fat G's murdered right in front of his home, right outside his spot, or his mom's spot, or wherever he grew up at, obviously, right? And I'm sure y'all seen the video by now. It's real gut-wrenching, it's heart-wrenching, and you always hear people, for whatever reason, like, all death is not, unfortunate, or it's not a sad time. You be like, this one really hurts. You hear people when they, in the captions, when I hope they remember you, when they put the little picture up of you after you first passed, and they're like, this one really hurts. Oh, it does? Sure, all death hurts. I don't know where we get that from or why we put that caption. Like, all life ain't safe. And I get it. Some people is pieces of shit and scum of the earth, as K.O. Smitty would say, scum of the earth, right? Pieces of shit. And you be like, they deserve to die. This one hurts, and I'm not saying that like far as for me. I'm saying, like a lot of people I had to talk about after they unfortunately deaf. I never heard of him before, never knew who he was and none of that. But unfortunately, rapper out of Philly, 28-year-old, Fat G's, I guess he was on the come up, got the song, which I did hear. Now as I start getting ready for the show, or hearing about the news, and I believe they had his funeral services, they laid him down, rest in peace to him. May Allah have mercy. Obviously, condolences to his family, and I know they definitely hurting right now when you hear like, oh, his house got shot up maybe a month ago, or however. I think even some people said a year ago. Details is a little sketchy. His brother almost got hit in the arm. He played ball trying to make it to the A. You know what I mean? And then when you see the video of the brother, walking to his house, you see the car parked out, right? No plates on it, looking a little funny style. And then they following him, or look like they following him, and he peep game. And he walking, and they screaming out to him, or they telling him like, yo, we fans of your music. We like your music. And that was a red flag. No plates on the car, red flag. Obviously, the city of brotherly love should really be the city of horrors and nightmares, right? Because it's foul. And then the thing too, right, is why I said this is why it's gut-wrenching to me. And Allah knows best. But a lot of the killings, when it comes to the folks that's in the hood over there, a lot of them is Muslim. Or they say they Muslim. And I'm going to say because, I'm not perfect. And no matter what religion you claim to follow, if you even a religious person, you may not even believe in none of that. You might be an atheist and like, I don't believe in none of that shit. I don't rock with none of that shit. And that's fine. There's no compulsion in Islam, so we not forcing you to believe. We not making you believe, and it's not going to hurt us in the least. You can do what you want to do, and like I quote Ray and Ghost on the Purple Tape, you're going to come out in your own way. But back to those that say they took Shahada. Beanie Seagulls and, making feel hell on an earth before Allah dropped me. I think the line's drawn here and nothing else can stop me. Till the feds pick me up or the boss pop me. There's only 3 things that make beings not act like Shema, Keith, Shamo, Akeem. I know what I'm talking about. My seeds, dog. Gotta teach them that before I leave, dog. And shout outs to Beanie Siegel. Shout outs to all the brothers that is observing, this blessed month of Ramadan when the Quran was revealed, right, to the Prophet. Peace and blessings be upon him. So I said, damn, I don't know if these brothers that murked them is Muslim or not. But it is a lot of killing amongst but you black. And you said, damn, not only is we black giving each other's the business, or as the young folks like to say, putting in that pain, what if they Muslim? You can't kill a Muslim intentionally, and then think you're just going to be safe and you're going to get away with it. As far as in the sight of Allah is what I'm talking about. For right now, you're getting away with it. And they may not get away with it either. They might get caught, obviously. No arrest yet, to my knowledge. And, you know, a lot of people was playing Monday morning quarterback. And I get it. You know what I mean? It's like, boom. Should have never came back outside. That's what some people saying. And if you watch the video, I'm not going to show the video, obviously, out of respect, etc. But you hear his uncle say, stupid motherfucker, told him not to go back outside. So allegedly, or, you know, some of the details coming out is following him, which that's seen on one of the videos. He went up in the crib. I guess he told his uncle, his family, like, listen, I'm about to give it to these dudes, but first I'm going to give them a chance, right? So you think you giving the enemies or the ops, and I'm going to use that, a chance, and then they end up doing you dirty. Yeah, he could have stayed in the house. Who knows? Maybe they would have shot through the window, killed somebody else. His house already got shot up. Right? His brother got shot. And it's just real unfortunate. He come out, obviously, if you didn't see the video, and he's asking them like, yo, you know, y'all got the unmarked car. So he's relaying all of the flags, all of the stuff that was making his spidey senses tingle, and all of the, you know what I mean? Like, should I be on high alert? Yes, you should be. And it's an evil world out there. And they're like, yo, we fans, and woo, 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 and And then obviously they let him have it. He tried to return fire, give him that much, you know what I mean? And obviously nobody gonna beat no bullets. And you're not Bruce Leroy, and you're not catching no bullets with your teeth, right? No matter what plan you got, like Mike Tyson who about to fight, and everybody got a plan till they get hit and they get in the ring. And, you know, again, it's just unfortunate because it's like, it's so much killing out there like it is in New York, like it is in other states. But when you have the name or the title of brotherly love, and it's a high volume population of Muslims out there, a lot of them in the urban areas over there, you say, damn, how is it so much killing? Everybody walking around with the beards and all that, and everybody supposed to be under the same umbrella, but they're not. And then it starts to make you think of, you know, the Bloods and the Crips and the gang. You say, damn, they all under the same umbrella, but you got the non-trade, you got the sex, money, murder, you got the guerrillas, you got this, you got that. And it's a whole bunch of different sects, and when there's nobody else to fight, they fight each other. They eat off the corpse of each other. They oppress each other. So you say, we don't supposed to be like the quote-unquote non-believers, right? People that don't believe. How are y'all wilding on each other like that? And, you know, then you got Meek Mills, right? He's spinning in the clip. He always spinning in the clip. Lately, obviously, if it's not Diddy, it's some shit he said on it online. And you got the Twitter fingers and back to back, like, right, you know what I'm saying? He going back and forth with Big Ack. I'm being funny, but I'm not, right? He finally blocked him. But first it was the, you know, you like buns so much, you knocking girls down on a, you know, on a cycle, on a minstrel. Now it's you know, you want to be an advocate and you're an activist, and I get it. And you could be whatever you want to be. And I often quote those who have longevity in the you know, the entertainment world. The Ice-T's, the Queen Latifahs, the LLs, the Nas, the Hoes, you know, the Joe Buttons, whoever you know you want to name. Cam and Mace, throw them in there. A lot of them find, you know, different ways to reinvent themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like a circle. And you say, so he want to be on the activist side, and I'm not knocking him for that. We do need activists. We do need people with money, with influence, with power. Money and the power. Money and the power. I ain't falling off. That's a Scarface reference, right? From his second album, Mr. Scarface. Money and the power. You need people in high places that got other friends in high places, people that's behind the you know, making of the law and what get passed, what don't get passed. The only thing is when actors calling them out is allegedly, maybe kind of sort of, I'm going to say, whack 100. It's a lot of shit spinning in the clip, and I got time to this, you know what I mean? He like, yo, you know, can't really take this guy serious, talking about Meek Mills, and that's whack 100 that is. And a lot of people are weighing in on it, saying you can't get the governor of Philly on the back line, right? That's the personal direct line, the back line. And, you know, accuse a blogger, Big Academics, of getting your friends killed or him being the reason that people is getting murdered. That's just a wild, crazy Uncle Murder shit crazy accusation. To even say some shit like that to the governor, right? That's number one. But number two, Act calling him out like, yo, How you gonna be going to the studio at night on some bad? Like you're really making them look bad, in my opinion, or not really making them look bad, but making them look foolish. To say at nighttime, 2, 3 in the morning, you in the studio rapping about killing niggas and you riding on niggas, and then in the daytime you spending with the activists. Not to say you can't do it. You can do what you want. You can do what you want, right? You can do what you want. I'm not sure what's up with this. You can do what you want as far as this is your life and la 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 la. Wait till you get your money right. You know what I mean? What is this? Hold on a second. I'm not sure what's going on here. All right, one of my platforms went off. We on a few different platforms. You can do what you want to do. That's number one. You grown, you got kids, you don't got kids, you making money. And nobody really can tell you nothing. As long as you're not breaking the law and you're not hurting nobody else, you really can do what you want to do. But it does look hypocritical for you to, say you want peace and the guns to cease and the senseless violence to stop, but then you rapping about it. And then you gotta say like the holes in Nas. And Nas just dropped a new video for one of my favorite songs off that Magic 3 album. I Love This Feeling. And you gotta see like, although he wasn't a real kill him, shoot him up type person, he do got some bars where he'd kill you and throw you in the trunk and it's a body in the trunk, son. So what's it gonna be? A nigga laying dead because he came for me, right? That's a Nori reference in Nas, Body in the Trunk, fire song. It's also I Want to Talk to the Mayor. It's also One Mic. It's also a plethora of other songs that showing the growth and even Hov throughout the years. He's like crack cocaine. Nah, we off that. You know what I mean? Like we merrily eating off these strings. You gotta switch it up. If you don't have to, but those who have more longevity or people look at like, nah, you could be tagged with the GOAT status. So for me, Jim Jones, right? He's spinning in the clip too. He always spinning in the clip. And shout outs to him and Jada for just marching with the 11.99 to try to get them that 30%. You know what I mean? Salutes to them. That's a y'all did y'all big one with that, right? Salutes to y'all for that. You can keep rapping how you want to rap, but people don't gotta buy it. A lot of people is not really. They don't really feel it. It don't hit like it. It hit different. They don't really hit like that no more because it's like 15 years, 10 years, 20 years. You've been rapping about the same stuff. So although you may have gotten better with your bars, with your similes, with your metaphors, it's really just still the same shit. You ain't really rapping about being the father. You ain't really rapping about, what's going on and what we need to do to progress, etc. So Meek Mills, nobody really gonna tell you can't be an activist. You want to be an activist, then yeah, be an activist. But can you be an activist, a true activist, right? When you think of my son, right? And when Meek first started his fight the power type vibe a few years ago when he got for the parole, they sent him to jail, even though he shouldn't have went to jail, etc. I'm like, yo, him and my son should link up. You see, my son ain't rapping about that because he is actually on the front line, on some of the front lines. Now, whether you think he's a paid activist, like some of the YouTube channels be saying, no matter how you feel about him, he was in Minnesota when they was boycotting. He was in certain locations on the front line. Now, whether he getting paid to do that, that's a different story. He still ain't rapping about killing. In fact, his message is boycott black murder. And I told y'all we walked with him, took Small Boy Zion day after Father's Day. Or was it on Father's Day? I think it was Father's Day. 2 years ago, 1 year ago. In the Bronx, marching from Fordham Road all the way to 161st. Wasn't a lot of people out. Maybe that's why. They ain't really rock with my song. But kings stop killing kings. This is the message. He not spinning the block, then coming with, I'm a Styles P. I'm going to kill your whole family. You going to have to hire out. I'm going to kill your next clique. Fuck it, I'll tire out. Like, he not rhyming like that. It's a difference. And so that's why people looking at you with the side eye. So he blocked him. I just thought it was interesting, you know what I mean? Like, Meek Mills, that's your city. They say he can't go back. I don't know if he could go back or not. What do you think? Can you be an activist and then rapping about killing your own? Or how does that work out? Like, oil, it's like oil and, oil and milk. It's probably not going to mix. And so I just think it's interesting. Some people say, Big Act don't got no legs to stand upon. you know, clock could be right 2 times a day. A broken clock, rather, could be right 2 times a day. In this instance, you know, while he coming at Meek, I think he's right. I think you can't really be rapping about, you know, killing the world and you was super gangster and you was super thug. What? And then on the daytime, you talking about fight the power, public enemy. We all need to come together, kumbaya. It just doesn't mix well. You know what I mean? It just looks real hypocritical. The brothers in Philly got to get it together. I tell you, super sad. Again, rest in peace to the brother Fat G's song. No Gun Zone is actually fire, and you got to say, why does that not get promoted and the other shit get promoted more? Right? Like something is going on. It's a glitch in the matrix. But let's slide to New York. Right? I'm from New York. A lot of wild shit going on, unfortunately. So out in Brooklyn, this is another big story going on, unfortunately. It was 2 twin sisters, Sanaya and Samaya, coming home late night from a club or wherever they was coming from, 19 years old. And, you know, it's a lot of, you know, when stories like this come out, a lot of people want to victim shame, point the blame at certain people, etc. Let me see something real quick. See if we could get back to live action over here. They was telling me my phone was too hot. 1 second. I'm from New York. We live? I'm from New York. I'll be back live on the other platform. Back in New York, out in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Brooklyn. Brooklyn Zoo, right? Got a sad story of, again, 2 sisters. Samaya, rest in peace. That's the one who unfortunately succumbed to her injury. She got stabbed in the chest and she got stabbed in the neck. And the law called her back. It was her time to go. You know what I mean? Condolences to her family and rest in peace to her. May the Most High have mercy on her, right? Because it's a senseless act of violence. It didn't have to go down like that. We have to ask the question, why did it go down like that? Some people like, yo, you know, they shouldn't have been outside at 2 in the morning. It's 19 years old, especially going to the corner store, especially hanging with who they was hanging with. When you look at the, you know, the news clip on who they was hanging with, I'm going to just leave it at that, right? Gilbert Arenas, you know what I mean? He's spinning in the clip. Where's the father? Where's the father for the young man who actually ultimately finished her life and then finished his life? Except he going to still be breathing. He's just going to be confined for the next 25, 30 to 40 years. Some people want him dead. Some people want street justice. And that's what I want to speak about, right? The young brother name is V.O. Kelly. And when you scroll in the comments, right, I'm definitely going to pull up the comments on this one because I just want to point out a few things. Like, again, this is a super sad story. You know what I mean? Nobody want to see senseless death, senseless, you know, killing, especially, but you black. And then you got to keep the scenario spinning of, you know, young men is emotionally unintelligent and weak and can't take rejection. I hate that narrative so much. And some of it's true. You know what I mean? I don't know when it started or how this shit happened, but we do see, unfortunately, where men is rejected, they don't know how to take the rejection, and so they lash out and they do some boneheaded shit. And like this brother, obviously could have been alcohol involved and stuff like that. But anyway, they caught him. He turned himself in, and that was the right thing to do. Hopefully, he realizes the folly of his actions and he shows some remorse. I don't know if that's going to cut him any slack. I don't know if he's going to get any slack. I think they are going to make an example out of him. And I think, obviously, he should be prosecuted, you know, to the full extent of the law. And this is coming from somebody that's been locked up. Y'all know on the channel, I'm not an angel. I know what it's like to lose, to feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail. You know what I mean? Lift your nuts, cough. You know what I mean? Yakisobe, chili con carne, and I don't care. Fully versed, unfortunately, at that prison lifestyle. And this is it's definitely not an easy road ahead, right? So you got a lot of women and a lot of even some men. I don't know if they with the LGBT community or not, but they want him to get raped in prison. They want him to get done dirty. And when you hear the moms, you know, this is what I want to say, right? One, we don't know where his father's at. if his father's the Pookie or Ray Ray, if he's dead or not. We don't know anything about the moms. I haven't heard anything. It's misguidance, but in the comments, I love to read the comments to check the temperature. Shout out to Miss JP, right? Check the temperature, just to see how people is feeling, or what's their take on a certain topic, right? And you had a person in the comments. I guess he's a counselor or he worked with the youth. He like, this is super sad because this guy was in my program and he's really, really smart. So some people are like, yo, he looks slow. He might be something, might be off. No excuses. Obviously, mental health is a real thing. But anytime you mix late night corner hours, alcohol, and young adults, shit could go left real fast. Famous on the check-in. Things could go left real fast. So the counselor dude, or the youth worker or whatever, he like, yo, homie was in my program. You know what I mean? And he's a smart individual. And although you may be smart, although you may have so much potential, in the blink of an eye, like Ghostface said, in the blink of an eye, you're out of here and you're evaporated. You can change your whole life, to your trajectory of your whole life from going one way to the next. And that's what happened with him. But when you read the comments outside of the family, again, condolences to them, and I'm not trying to be insensitive. And anytime it's death on this channel, we're not gonna shame the death. We're not gonna talk ill of the death. I would hate for somebody to do that to me when I pass, or relative of mine. Mike, what up, though? You had a lot of people talking about street justice, right? Talking about he should get raped. Talking about he should get done dirty. Now, if you the family, if you the moms, I totally understand you feeling that way. If you the sister, totally. If you the uncle, if you a family, period, or close friends and relatives, then I totally understand, because I would have the same feelings of wanting him dead. And I want him dead. I want his house burned to the ground. Like Al Pacino, or was that Al Capone talking in the movie? I want everything that he stands for destroyed, right? I totally get that, because that's your family. That's your loved ones that you're never going to see again. That's your loved ones that you got to live with those thoughts and what happened that night. And so I totally get it. But you got people that don't know her or their family. They have no connection outside of wanting justice. Then you should really just be quiet, because it really just shows the hypocrisy, the angry mob. And this is why, only certain individuals I respect and I rock with, and it's a lot of them out, even though Ho said it's not too many of us, it's plenty of us, right? Is that whether it's 20 against you or 1 against you, if you believe what you believe, you're gonna stand on that. And you're not gonna flip and double dutch that shit. But a lot of people, and I get some people are trolls, so you can't really give no real credence to them, no real merit to them. But it's a lot of people that outside of justice, why should this man get raped? This young man. He did a horrible act, and he's gonna pay for that. That yakisobe chili con corn, that 55 at commissary, if he got money, all that's his life now, right? And he might get the L on the back, and some might say he might deserve it. But for police to do him dirty, for him to be abused, and all these things that the people, like the angry mob is rooting for, I'm like, damn, why you gotta get raped? And they always want a straight man to get his sexuality, you know what I mean? Like, they always want that to happen to him. I'm like, damn. But why do they wish that on us? Because they know that lifestyle is not right and exact? That they want you to, go to that side? Because whatever reason would you want that to happen to him? Now, the street justice, her brothers or her uncles or her cousins, they should want to say, damn, he turned himself in before we could get his ass. I understand if they feel that way. And when you look at a lot of these comments, bro, it's like, damn, ain't some of your family members locked up? Ain't some of y'all like, yo, free Ray Ray, free Pookie, yo, free all the bros? Some of your same family members, some of your homies is also locked up. Because the prison system is filled with, but you black, white boys and Ricans, right? Like, you know what I mean? There's plenty in the system like that. You want them to come on. You want to visit, going to see them. You don't want them being abused, even though they broke the law. And y'all know what I say on the channel. Quote Noriega. You hate the law, nigga, break it. I don't care. But when you get caught, remember that I don't care. Like, this is your family members too. So outside of her family, Samaya and Sanaya, right? The victims in this. The mom's like, I want him to suffer every day. I feel that shit when we see the video. Like, damn, I understand why she's saying that. This clown ass nigga took her baby, right? But now I want to bring about this. This gonna rock some of y'all minds. You know I don't got a lot of people on the channel. Populous TV, we live, we rolling, we unscripted, and we be struggle streaming over here, right? But y'all know I'm a fan of The Walking Dead. I'm a big fan of it because it's a great show. It's real riveting, right? All of the spin-offs and all that. But anyway, in The Walking Dead, you got Negan, right? He was the leader of the Saviors. You know what I mean? He the one walking around with the vampire bat. You know what I mean? The bat with the barbed wire wrapped around it, bashing people's heads in so their whole skull is nothing, right? Explode, boom, explosion. He was the worst of the worst. In Maggie's eyes and Rick's eyes, like he killed Glenn, he killed Abraham, right? Did him filthy in front of him. Listen, we about to beat the shit out of somebody. Anybody move, kill them all. Start with the boy first, like brutal, vicious. And I bring it up because even though it's fiction, and like Ho said, we talking about fiction or we talking about facts? Talking about fiction, hold up, pardon my back. But before you leave though, right? That was season 6. I think they introduced Negan. And what does this have to do with you know, the brother that obviously made a bad choice and took a life? So they wanted Negan dead. They went to war and all that. Finally he got caught. Rick like, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, I'm gonna kill you. And he totally meant it. Like if you're familiar with the show, he totally meant what he said. I'm gonna stand on business. Right now I'm down, but when I get the power and I get to reverse it like a circle, I'm gonna kill you. And when the time came, he slit his throat. He didn't die. Kept him, locked him up. Years later, the same person who he killed, Glenn, he saved Glenn's son. He saved Carl. He saved Judith, right? He saved other people. So my point is for y'all that's like, yo, kill him dead and do this and do that. For y'all that got family members locked up, your cousins and them, they running around right now terrorizing people. They involved in the fuckery. They swimming in the buffoonery and it's at an all-time high. These is your cousins, your relatives. They out here wilding. Some of them is leaders of this shit. Like they niggas is leaders. They got prominent positions and y'all cool with that. Because nothing happened, you know what I mean, to your family. But when it comes to Vivo, I'm saying his name, V.O. Kelly, the dude who took her life, is off with his head. And again, emotions are high. A life was lost senselessly. But Negan turned out to be all right. Although he did something wrong, in the future he did right. So who's to say that when this guy got 15 in now, that he ain't the, you know, that one of your cousins, one of your relatives, or somebody, you know, go through the system. And they could be innocent. Let's just, for the sake of argument, because none of y'all family members is doing no wrong. Everybody got bachelors, everybody's married, everybody's living a fucking good life. I'm good. We all good, productive citizens in society, right? And I'm being funny, but I'm not. They go to prison. They face with some situations, and he end up saving them. Or he end up helping them turn their life around. And there's plenty of individuals like that in prison. They committed crimes. They in there for the rest of their life, so what else they gonna do, right? I mean, some people don't turn their life around. You see, homie, side note, you see the Savage, you know what I mean? Like, you a savage, Megan Thee Stallion and Rihanna, you a savage. We use these words and these terminologies, but this guy really was on savage mode, and I don't know his name, but then he did 8 years for allegedly trying to kill one of his ex-girlfriends, come home, next day, go stab up, you know what I mean? The girl he used to be with, who was pregnant and old, by the way, kills her 11-year-old son. Or 11-year-old son gets in the way, try to defend his mom from this savage beast-ass nigga. So everybody don't rehabilitate. So I'm not just saying just because you go to jail, you're going to come out and you're going to be like Malcolm. But Malcolm did go to jail. Whether it was for pimping or a petty crime, he went in Detroit Red, came home as, I'm Malcolm X. Changed the whole culture. Changed the whole trajectory of a whole lot of people. And everybody want to be Malcolm X, some of us, right? And I'm being funny, but I'm not. Because you know a lot of ladies went and dated Malcolm X in today's time. They don't want Malcolm X, they want Future. They want to have Future baby. They don't want to have Malcolm X baby. They'll look at Malcolm X and be like, you believe in what? You don't eat what? And you practice like you pray. You pray? I don't pray. I don't believe in none of that. I want to eat ass and, you know what I mean, sell box. Sukihanas or, you know, I'm being funny, but I'm not. Think about that. Now, how many of y'all would deal with a Malcolm? So he went to prison. It's a lot of people that went to prison. And I met some of them. Murderers, people that had murder. And think they just was in there. And they may not have been murdering a young lady like her. Could have been murdering another drug dealer, another robbery went bad. But there's plenty of people that's in prison, broke the law, and you hate the law, nigga, break it. I don't care. But when you get caught, remember, I don't care. Go to prison, get a bachelor's, get college degrees. And that's why they took some of those things out of prison too, by the way. It's like, damn, these niggas is breaking the law, coming to prison, getting degrees and shit, changing their life around, helping others change their life around, then going home and never coming back. So we have to take that away because we want that revolving door to keep spinning. Like the turnstile. We need this money and we need these pipelines to fill up and keep filling up because that's your money, son. It's the government money. So my point is for those that want them raped, want them murdered, you know what I mean? If you're not family or you friends of the family and you're just a regular person watching the story from the outside, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Wish for justice, which they're going to get because he's not going to beat the case. And that's it. All the vitriol and I want them raped every day. I want the officers to do them filthy. Nah, there's plenty of people that broke the law. They in jail. They living under crazy conditions, but they put themselves there. And it's also innocent people there living under those same conditions. We shouldn't be wishing that they get abused and that they sentence is harder than what it is. You shouldn't be wishing that because, again, who knows what this young man is going to be 10, 15, 20 years down the line. He's 20 now, but what about when he's 40 and he's still in prison? And one of your nephews come through. One of your little cousins come through. Your brother and your cousins and them come through. And they get themselves in the jam and he there to help them. Like Negan. Right. Negan was the bad guy. Then years later, he became the good guy. So you can't just write somebody off because they did something wrong, although it may be of this magnitude. Because you just never know. And then I'm going to just get off the story with this. It's a little religious, but it is what it is, right? This is a story or a narration of a guy who killed 99 men, right? I don't know if there was good men and bad men. It's just the gist of the story and the lesson in it. And it's an Islamic story, so the lesson is geared towards that. So he's looking for forgiveness. He's looking for knowledge, and we trying to change his life. Killed the 99 niggas. And like Ghost and Ray on the purple tape, to kill one man or to kill 10, they can only kill you once. And I'm being funny, but I'm not. Come across a priest or a monk or whoever he was, asking him, is there any hope for him? You know what I mean? He killed the 99 people. And the priest or whoever is like, nah, bro, you killed 99 people. This is quiet for you. Bond kills him. 100 people on the books. Then he did something else in the future and you still get to go to paradise. And he said, damn, nigga ain't go to hell? For those that heaven and hell, and what do you believe in? Heaven and hell. You might believe in heaven because we living in hell. Right? So also a Ghost and Ray reference from the purple tape. Heaven and hell song. We are not the most high. So you ain't going to judge nobody. You can have judgment and you can be judgmental. You can have some biasness. You can have perspective. You know what I mean? You can be enlightened and you can have an opinion on some shit. But ultimately, it's not your decision. Obviously, when we go back to the Most High, He going to judge all of us. And whatever good you did, you're going to get the benefits of that. And whatever bad you did, you're going to handle that too. So, you know, to cast them off to hell and want them to get raped 1,000,000 times and, you know, want this and want that, you never know how it's going to turn out. It might be you go to prison innocently and a nigga save you. Or he saved somebody you love. So, you know, again, if it's not the family or the friends of the family, I totally understand their feelings of wanting them dead. Eye for eye, tooth for a tooth. Like, you killed one of mine, we killed one of yours. It's even, Steven. It's no harm, it's no foul because it's even. I get those individuals that feel like that for this brother. I get it. Everybody else, you shouldn't feel that way. You should just say, all right, let it play out in the court system. Let him get his time and let it go down like that. But again, you never know who you're going to be in the future. You never know. You might just be somebody to help you or help somebody in the future and help a few lives. And maybe that's how he'll make atonement for what he did. There's plenty of people in prison like that. Plenty. Going for murder, 2, 3 people, biggest drug dealers, biggest robbers or whatever. change their life around. Not so much religious way, but just the thinking and the mentality. And, you know, maybe he'll be reformed, maybe he won't. Comments was wild crazy. Wild crazy. You know what I mean? Let's talk about this shit, though. Again, the other story with the dude from just coming home. And everybody that goes to prison is not going to be rehabilitated. But I don't know the dude's name. I didn't even look up the name of the woman. But the dude did 8 years. Like, and I've done time. You see people that sit in the day room all day, watch BET, watch videos. You know, they look at, you know, Short Eyes magazine or Porn magazine, Buttman, you know what I mean, and all these different magazines. They smoke weed, they gamble, they, you know, they sell drugs. There's drugs in prison. They mess with fags. They do all type of shit. No rehabilitation at all. They go to program because they have to go to programs. Some don't even do that. They do the bare minimum. They don't really have no, you know, they don't have no oomph to change at all. And you got this story where this dude did 8 years. Like, that's a long time, people. It's a long time. Mm-hmm. Especially when you're inside the belly of the beast. Just to come home and kill a 11-year-old boy to the son of the woman he used to deal with. She had a lifetime restraining order. Some way, somehow, he slipped through the cracks. The system failed her. Obviously, she was in critical. You know, she's expecting a baby. I don't know where the new father was at, you know, whatever. But it's just like, damn, everybody that goes to prison doesn't change their life around. Some people go there and they come out worse. So you do have a lot of instances where that is the case. But you also have the cases where people do change. So you say, damn, what would make, obviously I think this guy's crazy, deranged. He's not sane, doesn't have it all. Because nobody really sits. Now, if you plotting on somebody that did you wrong and there's a revenge factor, we see movies where people plot their whole life. They can't wait to get out, style on niggas to show you back in the books. You know what I mean? What's up, young lady? Assalamu alaikum. You can't get inside the mind of a diabolical, just low down individual. Some people is just, they just crazy. They just no good. But for him to throw his life away, because you had a second chance. You come home, law give you freedom, 8 years. You almost had attempt murder on another woman. To come home and do what he did is just mind-boggling. And you say he should have never came home, right? Some people don't deserve second chances, so they say, right? And it's sad the young boy went out a hero. It's unfortunate that he had to be there and not the baby father to the newborn, you know what I mean, to the baby that's expecting. I just thought it was wild, crazy, like, damn, you come home and the day after you come, you don't get no buns. At least I'm assuming, you know what I mean? You don't get no good food, or you don't go see your family. You just go and just commit a heinous act, and then you don't even have the wherewithal to say, like, yo, I'm wilding. Little man is trying to defend his mom. He's trying to protect his mom, and you stab him to death. Crazy, crazy. Oh, but you black, and you do that to the young brother. It's crazy. And you know, mental health is real. Mental health is real. But I can't say this because people be like, yo, the innocent die young, and like Easy said, only the good die young, so that makes me young and bad. You know what I mean? And you know, Allah calls us back. You can't delay it for 1 minute. You can't speed it up for 1 minute. That's why you see people who get shot in the head, the AZs of the world in Harlem. You know what I mean? From the movie Paid in Full, and You Live. You see babies fall out of 3-story building, 5-story building, project buildings. You know, the gate they got through the bars or whatever, just a broken leg, but they gonna live like, you know what I mean? You see instances where people was in crazy car accidents, walk away without a scratch, doing a video about it. Look at the car, look at me. God is good, Allah's real, and stuff like that. And then you see like, dang, he got shot in the leg, and yeah, the bullet traveled all the way to your leg and you die. And you say, damn, he died from a paper cut? Like, no way, gangrene got him. You know, when it's your time, it's your time. And that brings me to this right here, right? Because people be like, yo, it's unfortunate. And it is unfortunate. Anytime you're dealing with death or loss of life, especially for those that's closely who it affects, you say, damn, you know what I mean? I lost my daughter. I lost my baby. It's a video going viral. I'm not sure where it was at. And this is just crazy. You know what I mean? With 2-year-old girl, 2-year-old daughter, girl, they all getting out of an Uber. Trace, what up, my guy? Trace 142nd on the check-in. Yeah, kid, that feeling, my guy. You see the Uber pull up in like a, I guess it's a parking lot or whatever. I'm not sure where they was going. You see the dude get out there. Everybody gets out. Then you see a little baby, you know what I mean, 2 years old, get out by themselves. And then the driver, can't see past the bumper. You know what I mean? Backs up, kills the baby. Then they pull him out the car, boop, 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 beat him up, try to beat flames out of him. And I get it. And right there and there, you see the little baby helpless. You're like, damn, you're mad because you didn't do your job. And in the comments on that story, I have quoted, because people like, some people like he should have got his ass whipped. Some people like it's his fault. But most of the sensible people, at least, I think I'm siding with the sensible people. It's not his fault. One, when it's your time, it's your time again. You get shot in the head and you live, it's not your time. You get shot in the hand, you get cut in the hand, you get gangrene, you get a virus and infection and you die. You say, damn, one is so much more severe than the other. Why did he live? Why did she die? That's because the Most High said, come, my child, and we all got an expiration date. And you're out of here. That's why I called on the channel, not being funny. Do you ever think about when you out of here? Your record deal, video, out of here. Mercedes-Benz and your Range Rover, all that shit is out of here. Your NFL, your acting career, all that shit, your policeman, whatever your thug is, whoever you are, that shit you out of here. And the law says come back. Even if it's a paper cut, you're out of here. And then even if niggas running your crib and they there to play off, get the weight and the guap, then skate off, you get shot in your head, AZ. You live. You live to tell your story so somebody else can hear it. That's because the law, he controls who dies and who lives. So when you hear like, damn, young baby just got ran over by the tire, some people was like, what, did she die? And then like the Wu-Tang album, is he dead? What's up, Kishma? Is he dead? Of course he's dead. Got shot all the fuck up a million times. Of course he's dead. Head leaking all types of blood and shit. It's a Wu-Tang reference. That's a skit from 36 Chambers. The Uber driver wasn't wrong. And I'm going to say this because as I put in the comments, I be in the comments. Ladies, gentlemen, and lowlifes. Like it's a Slick Rick reference. Ladies, gentlemen, and lowlifes. Especially women. Because most of the time, y'all are with the babies. And we just seen this. You know what I mean? Driving today. I seen a dude doing it, walking with his young child. And the other day I seen a young lady right there on 135th. Now, she got a stroller. Spanish-looking lady. Looking, Spanish joint. I'm going to just leave it at that. I was about to go in on her. I'm going in. I'm not going to go in on her. She was some chicken bumhead bitch. I'm going to say that, yeah, I'm going to go in because just the behavior and what she was doing was like, come on, ma. You got a little girl walking with you. So she got the stroller. She on the phone cursing out somebody. And you see it a lot of time with these young women and these young mothers. They too cute. Can't even see out of the eyelashes that they got on their forehead. Gorgeous sideburns. You can't even see. You got these motherfucking eagle eye eyelashes on. How could you possibly see? But we can see you from a mile away. We can see you from a mile away, but you can't even see. So she had the stroller. She had the phone in her hand. She was cursing out probably her bum-ass baby father, right? And I'm just being funny, but I'm not. Hello, hi, what's the word? How you doing? She walking with the stroller. But she got the little girl behind her. So the baby's in the stroller. You got the little girl behind you. The light is turning green. You trying to make it across the light. Now the light's green and you just making it pass, but your little girl is behind you. Then when they make it across the street, because the car waited, looking at her like you bozo, clown. Why are you walking the street with these babies like this? I just don't get it, right? And some say, man, they don't really like their baby father, so they really don't want the kids, and that's a whole nother topic. And you should have never had the baby, right? Like, I'm just being funny, but of course I'm not, because it's my show. She started yelling at the little girl. The little girl looking at her like, what are you talking about? I'm just 2 years old. I'm just 3 years old. I don't know comprehende. No L speak a little English. How the fuck do I know the light's green or red? And you supposed to be holding my hand. No, better yet, you're supposed to be holding me. Making sure I don't get hit by the cars. Right. And so when you see the story about the little baby, like her age, get crushed by the car, and they beat the Uber driver up. Who got flames? I think all of them should be charged, especially the parents. Why are you? That's the first thing you're supposed to do. And where's Kevin? You know what I mean? Honey, you home. And that's a whole funny Christmas movie. He was, 8 years old, 9 years old, and it's a movie. It's a movie. Like, this is the real life. The baby's supposed to be first. Not your Gucci bag, not your bag, not, not your phone. The baby. Your child. Because that's your child. And thanks for my child. That's your baby. Why you don't got the baby with you? And we see it all the time, like walking these streets. And then not only is it the cars, but as a New Yorker, fellow New Yorker, I told y'all, I'm on the bike, I'm in the car, I'm on the train, I'm on the bus. I be dipping through like the Dark Knight on that Batman shit. I be on the sidewalk sometime, and it's dangerous out here. People are moving at a fast rate, going nowhere, mind you. Like, we all really going fast to go nowhere, right? Because you're going to hit me just to go to the next red light. That's a side note. People be bugging out. No courtesy, no respect, no, you know what I mean? Come on now. So you got to get your baby. You got to hold a baby. Then you see some with the strings and all that. They try it, but it's really like, literally, you can see women walking in their phone with a child with them, not paying attention at all. Because whatever's Ice Spice doing, whatever, you know what I mean, shit is popping on social media, that's what got your attention. Not the baby, social media. And you looking at, you know what I mean, what Usher talking about, what Ray J and Princess, what they going through. Like, you paying attention to everything in the world except what really matters. A helpless child. And we always screaming, black women and women, protected, and shut up, please. Because it's the kids. And Wu-Tang love the kids. I'm being funny, but I'm not. Wu-Tang, we love the kids. So why your kid not with you? Why you don't got your child with you? When you walk in these New York streets, or you in Philadelphia, or wherever you at. Then there's straight bullets, there's other kids running around you. A dog can run free. I remember when I was a kid. That's why I hate dogs. I mean, I love dogs. And I love animals. I'm being funny. I remember walking to we was kids. I don't know how old I was, but I was young. We walking and shit. My mom's, my pops, my brother pops. I don't know my pops. We walking the same Nick projects to see my grandfather, rest in peace, right? And right there by like 137th, where that church is at. Peter Parker, what's the word though? You know what I mean? And some dog come out of nowhere, jumps on me, you know what I mean? And not try to bite me, but just jumps on you. My pops come run, get the dog off and all that. And it's like, anything can happen, you know what I'm saying? And, we just got to be mindful, because if you 2, 3, 4, 5, you really have no sense of what's going on. You depending on your parents to protect you, right? And look after you and make sure you're good. Gotta watch the babies, or, don't be mad when something bad happens to them. Take full responsibility and don't go beating up Uber drivers who don't see the kid getting out the car by themselves. Come on now. That was a senseless death. You know what I mean? Come on. Let your own kid go to their death because you worried about something else. I just thought that was real messed up. Let's talk about this shit though real quick. Let's talk about Gorilla, right? Let's talk about Gorilla. She went to the White House, like I said, today, or was it yesterday? It was early election or early voting day. If you wanna go jump on the Biden train, or you wanna go jump on the Trump train and make America great again. And y'all know on the channel, for my whole life, obviously most people that I know and been around on the upbringing, they Democrats. So that's the side that they lean towards. For whatever reason, that's their choice. I never was really political. I always look at it like those people in power, whether black or white, puppets, and they out for themselves. They ain't really care about the little people. Maybe 1 or 2 times you may have some people try to step in and do the right thing. But overall, you look at the people in the government. It's just me. It's talking about personal, my views. And this is my show. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. So I always looked at them like, fuck them. I mean, they ain't helping me. They ain't doing that. I was on the wrong side of the law, breaking the law, and I don't care. But when you get caught, remember that I don't care. So, I looked at the government like, fuck them. You know what I mean? Now, in the older years, and you get a little more conscious, you see you know, you get to see through the matrix a little bit more, and you the one wax off, wax on. You say, I see the political play here. I see this, so I see that. My personal opinion, spinning the block now for election, never voted except for Obama. Obviously, I was biased. My president is black. My Lambo's blue. And I be goddamn if I mean, like, obviously we going to vote for Obama. We wanted to see if he can make it happen. Not only did he make it happen once, but, like, do the right thing 2 times. He got in twice. Then he did a whole lot for a whole lot of other people, and then he got him up out of there. So now we dealing with Trump, and we dealing with Joe Biden again, right? One might be indicted. He got 91 charges hanging on his back. I don't know if he did this shit or not. I don't know if he's going to be guilty or not. I do say the money that they want from him is excessive. And then you got Sleepy Joe. He want to do everything for everybody else, and then he want to put it in your face and tell you, right? He going to tell you, if you don't vote for him, then you ain't black. And I'll say, hey, Gorilla at the White House. She met Kamala Harris and shit they had on CNN. And this is like the same playbook. This is the only reason why I'm bringing it up. You can vote for whoever you want to vote for. But before I continue, what I'll say is I wouldn't vote for none of them. But because these are the 2 choices that we have, I think we should do what Ice Cube said do. Because this is who you got to choose from. We just can't go pick anybody else. We should say who is going to give us, as the black folks, and I know I'm a little light-skinned, but you black, the best for us. Just like the other races do, the other groups do. They say, listen, you want our vote? This is what you need to do for us. And the only person that I've really seen far as celebrity, you know, Ice Cube, the nigga that you love to hate for out of all people, right? Not Hove, you know what I mean? And not Nas. And he want to talk to the mayor. He want to talk to the governor. He want to talk to the congressman. You know what I mean? Not him, not Wyclef. Ice Cube. Like, listen, I'm going to put something together. This is what we want. And if you want our vote, how much of this you going to give us on these list of demands? That's what I think we should do. And when they start bringing Gorilla in, they bring Cardi B in. You know, even what's the dude name? Well, he's a big YouTuber. You know, he's a social media influencer. Nino Brown. He said when Trump was running last time, he offered him, I think, $1 million or $2 million, if I'm not mistaken. This is no cap. We don't lie on the show over here. We're not begging for your views. We appreciate the support, but we're not begging for anything. We'll continue to just have 2 or 3 people rock because I love doing what I do. He said Trump team and them reached out to him. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to offer you X, Y, Z. Like, he didn't take it, of course, because he didn't really want to be used as a puppet. We seen Kanye, we seen Weezy, and the other dude, what was it, Yo Gotti, or not Yo Gotti, whoever it was, you know what I mean, trying to endorse Trump. We see Fat Joe buying the Trump sneakers. I ain't gonna lie, it look kind of fire, though. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I ain't buy a pair. They're gonna pull out all the stops, all the little tricks of the trade to get your vote. But when you do vote for them, what are you getting? And as I put in the comments, if you on Instagram, you know, you might see my comments a few times. I'm in the comments speaking my mind. As I said then, and I'll say now that I can talk freely on my channel, there's only but so much you can type. Of course, I'll be the first one to say I'm not no political aficionado. I don't have all the answers. I'm not swaying in the morning. So I'll be damned if I say, listen to me, and this is my political views. You should do this. Definitely not going to get up here and say that. I ain't even graduated from high school. I got my GED up north. But I do have common sense, and I am intelligent. Make no mistake about it. I just may fuck some words up every now and then. I'm not going to say go Joe Biden another 4 years, and you thought it was going to be a change for you. I'm not going to say go Trump. I'm going to say when you make your vote, you should be making it based off what are you getting. Like the other communities, the Jewish community, the Asian community, everybody else. They say, listen, if you want our vote, and we are a united front, that's another thing that they have over us, and that's why we at the bottom. You can say, yo, some of us is winning, this is America, stop blaming people. I don't blame anybody. I don't think nobody coming to save me, and I'm not blaming anybody. We got 24 hours in a day, just like everybody else. You got to get it just like how they get it. But they do have more cohesiveness. They are a little more mobilized than us. Oh, but you black. Right. From Lethal Weapon, Joe Pesci, you want to go to South Africa, but you're black. That's you, ladies and gentlemen, in low life. We need to be saying, listen, as the black community, the coalition, the commission, your ass asked permission to hit him. He don't like me, hit him while wife was with him. You heard of us, the motorist, most shady. Where's the commission at for us? Ice Cube was trying to do that. But for some reason, Vivica Fox and, you know, those chicks over there on the Queen Soul, they shut Ice Cube down. They tried to cancel him. And they said, but what about the black woman? And he scratched his head and he said, damn. He said, black woman? Looked at his hands like LeBron when they dump the ball, they do some shit and they got the glow and they're like, yo, I just did some immaculate shit. He looking at his hand like, black women, black men. Oh, but you black. That means all of us. That just don't mean we separated, but because, you know, the feminist movement and, you know, y'all want to separate, y'all happy. Well, who was it? Saks or Fifth Saks or whoever gave y'all $1 billion or $100 million to a lot of the black women businesses. Go off. I mean, I'm happy y'all got a couple of dollars, but we should all be in this shit together, right? Right. We should all be in this together. So black means all of us. And they was trying to separate, then they tried to cancel. And so, you know, with this election coming up, I'll say this too, no matter who's in office, depending on what you want out of your life, none of them presidents, none of those congressmen, none of those senators and shit like that up on Capitol Hill gonna walk in your house and fix your shit up. You wanna lose weight, you're gonna have to do it. You want more money, you're gonna have to get financially illiterate. And I mean, you're gonna have to read some more books on finance. You wanna get married or you wanna do some shit, you're gonna have to do it on your own. Don't look for nobody to come save you, but at the same time, you still can say what you want. It's your money and you want it now, like the commercial, right? It's my money and I want it now. So whatever you want. And then you need to get like-minded people and say, yo, you want our vote? You want Harlem's vote? You want Detroit vote? You want Brooklyn's vote? This is what we want. We need new community centers. We need more teachers getting paid more. That's why you see Jada and you see Jim Jones marching with the people for $11.99 to get the more money. You gotta fight for your right. Get up, stand up. You know, the Bob Marley movie we was gonna go see it, but I ain't go see it yet. Get up, stand up for you. Like, don't give up the fight. Just don't give a nigga your vote just because he told you you ain't black enough. Just like Color Purple, it ain't cold enough. Nigga, you gonna come on the Breakfast Club and tell us we ain't black enough? Then you're gonna have Gorilla get on CNN and you know, even though for people say she on a slow bus or she was in a slow bus, when the black girl, I forget her name, when they was asking her, they're like, so what did they bring you there for? Did they ask you to, you know, sway the people one way or another? And she was like, listen, I'm living my life like it's golden. You know what I mean? Jill Scott, don't ask me no questions. Go do what you're gonna do. I'm not with the pawn and schemes, but what you go for. You know it's election time, Gorilla. Fuck you was at the White House for. Let's talk about this shit though. Let's talk about Jennifer Hudson refusing to accept Common hand in marriage. And I want to speak about this only in this sense, right? I know it's celebrity gossip, so not celebrity gossip, but celebrity junk. Shout outs to O'Shea Duke Jackson. He got that show. A lot of people talk about these things, right? So I'm going to say this a few months ago, maybe even a year and some change ago. I wasn't really aware. Maybe I seen it, but it's like the car analogy I give you. You want to get the new Benz. You don't realize everybody got it till you get your shit and you drive off the lot. As soon as you get to the first, you know what I mean, red light, you're like, oh shit, there go the Benz. There go the Benz. She got my Benz. He got a Benz. And it's a Benz given, like Fabulous. It's a Benz that's giving Benz. It's giving Benz and you driving a new 2024, but everybody got a Benz. Like we missed the Mercedes-Benz sale. You say, damn, when people get together, far celebrities, not like the regular people and we ordinary people. When you say, all right, well, she was with this person. Now she with this person. And you see like the ladder kind of goes down a little bit. So that's what I want to speak about. Because Common is like supposed to be a playboy. He's 50 years old. We know he was dealing with Tiffany Haddish. She took it hard. He said it was a mutual breakup, but she said it wasn't. She looked like she was a little annoyance, like maybe he wasn't going to deal with her long term anyway. They got together during the COVID and all this, 2020 type shit, so maybe they were stuck together. Then he broke up with her, broke it off. She got drunk, got the DUI, out here looking crazy. And then he got with Jennifer Hudson, both from Chicago. Shy, what up, though? I told you I'm never going to Chicago. Somebody hit me on the gram like, yo, New York ain't no different. New York just the same. And New York niggas is the craziest. Uptown niggas is the craziest. Chi-town niggas is the craziest. All these LA niggas is the craziest. That's a Naughty by Nature reference. So I'm like, damn, they both from Chi. They seem like they match well. I think she's 44 or the 30. I think she in her late 30s and Common is 50. It looked like it was a good match. And then people was happy for him at first, and then now I guess allegedly, maybe kind of sort of, he dropped down to the one knee, try to do the right thing, make her an honest woman, and she rejected him, and he guess he took it bad. So now the ladies is like, she dodged the bullet, he wasn't going to be with her long term, and anyway, and you know, he's a playboy, and woo, 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 and And I say, all right, cool, you know, everybody should do what their heart tells them to do, and we only can love who we love, right? They say you can't, you know, you don't have no say on who we love and who we don't love, right? I think you do, but who does she get now? Who does he get now? Does she go down or does she go up? And that's why I brought up like this red pill content creators, these manospheres, and you know, even though I don't claim to be none of that, just like a broken clock is right 2-3 times a day, they got some good points. And one of them is, you know, I'll just say this analogy real quick. I guess it's supposed to be like a lady going to one floor and there's a whole bunch of good looking men there or whatever, or the type of man she want. But as she keep going up, they're like, yo, you want to go to the second floor? And you know what I mean, see what's there, door number 2. And then she goes to the second floor, she goes to the third floor. Pretty much she's she's unsatisfiable, you know what I mean? She's unsaturated. She wants more. And finally till she gets to the last level and it's hello, 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 hello. Like, where did all the men go? There's nobody here, and you by yourself because you thought the grass was going to be greener. So I'm going to throw that analogy out because that's what a lot of these channels say about certain women. You see the Nicki Minaj, right? She was with, who she was with? She was with Safari. I'm just going to use her real quick. She was with Safari, and she got with Meek, you know what I mean? Some would say better, you know what I mean? Then you leave him, and when y'all break up, and obviously we know now that allegedly he spit on her. He was a clown boy, allegedly, right? This is his man saying. This is not what I'm saying. So maybe she dodged the bullet. But then you go back to the childhood, you know, you with Kenny Petty, and you're like, damn, the sexual assault or whatever, not no real, known for nothing, probably gang, looking for offset outside. And then you look at a lot of women, you say, damn, they be with certain people, then when they break up, who do they have? So I'm pointing that out to say a lot of times, not all cases, sometimes you go up. A lot of times you don't. Then you hear Kevin Samuelson use the gambling analogy, which I know, because, you know what I mean, I'm a gambler, even though it's Ramadan, so there's no bets now, right? You go to the crap table, you go to the casino, which I have been plenty of times, no matter where it's at. Atlantic City or Vegas, we've been there umph times, right? You come up, you stay long enough, you're going to lose. That's why they say take your winnings and leave. And that's not to say you should settle. I know that's another whole topic. You're settling. You know what I mean? But I say like, all right, for her age, her career, and she's rich. So she don't really, certain things that apply to the regular women, your 9-to-5ers and the boss, you know, the low-level boss chicks, you think you're a boss, but you're not Jennifer Hudson. She rich. So, you know what I mean? No matter what happens with her, she going to be good because she got money. So even as she go get a mechanic, a Con Edison worker, as long as he love it, he don't got to make as much money as she make because she's already rich. But what about for the regular? Who's she going to be with now? I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, who Common going to be with? He was a playboy. You know, he was with Erykah Badu. He was with a whole bunch of, Amanda Seal or whoever, or the chick from CNN. She was on CNN. He been around, you know, been with Serena Williams. So he had a couple of nice joints, right? Even though it didn't work out. And then you look at her past and say, well, who's she going, you know, as the ladder keep climbing, who you going to be with? And that's, again, I just wonder why, maybe she'll come out and say why she rejected it and why she didn't. Let's get to this last thing. And then I'm out of here. Benzino back in the news, right? Him and going back and forth with Eminem. Eminem released the Doomsday 2, Fire. It's a little short, but it's fire. He lashing back out, went to Detroit, you know what I mean? Did a video at, I guess Eminem capitalized off Arms is Heavy, throw up, Mom Spaghetti, baggage on his arm, whatever that line is, Mom Spaghetti. I guess he got his mom's a restaurant out there in Detroit, and it's called Mom's Spaghetti, right? So Benzino pulled up, you know what I'm saying? Did the video there, attacking back. And you got to say, like, we seen in rap, rappers take it too far. The question I have, is it too far? I know he was spinning in the clip last week saying that, what he was saying, Prodigy and Mobb Deep, when they came out with Shook Ones, pretty much he was saying that that's like when New York got like gangster. Totally wrong, because we've been had. I addressed this already. Go see the other video I did. So now he back in the news, and people like, yo, he 50 now, he almost 60. Why is he doing this? And you know, you go into the establishment, you picked up the sign, put it in the van. He's standing behind the register. You know what I mean? Got the employee singing the song or some shit. And it's really funny. And it's like, what's the most disrespectful thing that we've seen? Obviously, we've seen 50 Cent, you know, go inside, what was it, Rick Ross' mom's business. Or, you know, we see rappers do, you know, things to troll and, you know, play the bad guy. And it's all, you know, it's all fair and, you know, love and war and hip hop is a sport. I don't think he went too far. I think it was more funny. But I think, like, for this era, you know, this era, they're not really with the Eminems and the Benzino old beefs. Even 50 Cent. Like, you know, that's why you got to, you know, reinvent yourself. And it's a clip going around with these two little young kids. I think I got that right here. Let me show you. I'll probably end it with this. And people is like, yo, this era, we done for, because this is what we dealing with. You know, Instagram be bugging out sometimes. Where is it at? I think I saved it. There's two little kids there. They're asking about Jay-Z, etc. And he asking what's the square root to 25, and he said 4, and it's 5. And they're like, you know, Hov is ass and this and that. And the comment is like, yo, you need to be asking about Lil Pump and, you know, Lil Uzi Vert and the younger people. Like, if you 20 years old, 19, 17, you don't know about no Nas. You don't even think about no Jada. You might have heard some of it, but, you know, it's just eras now. Just like, you know, you're a Kobe guy, you're a LeBron guy. You may know that people's going to argue that Mike is the GOAT. 6 rings, never went to game 7. You know what I mean? Most game shot winners, etc. To push off Brian Russell. But in your eyes, LeBron is the guy. So, you know, it's just a disconnect. You know what I mean? This actually, now that I've seen this pop up, 2 more things. Russia, I opened the show with Russia having a mass shooting out there. You know, now you got Vladimir Putin coming out, showing us a picture like this shit was some real secret society, and all he asks is trust. Talking about, you know, Jesus is black. You know what I mean? This is it right here.
Vladimir Putin reveals to the world a secret that European has been hiding from African for more than a millennium, that Jesus was black.
And we like, duh, motherfucker. We been knew we had wool hair of bronze. And then they got this picture right here. Obviously, we don't know if that's the real depiction of Jesus, but we do know he had bronze skin, hella wool, some nappy shit. Like, we the true, you know, Israelites and all that. Kyrie, shouts to Kyrie, fasting during Ramadan. I think I found one more thing. I want to see if I can find that. How do you take it off vanish mode? I think I just vanished my whole shit. How do you take it off? There we go. It's a little sister, right? Talking about when you die. Thought this was so profound. Because I talk about it a lot. And I say we got to be mindful of, you know, we never know where we're going to go. That's number one. So even though you can get all your affairs in order, your bills, etc. like that, have life insurance, get your medical proxy, that's the responsible thing to do, because you never know when you're going to be out of here. Hope I can find it. It's a young sister talking about when you die and the pictures and stuff that we leave behind, right? Hope I can find it. I did. Here, go right here.
When you die, what kind of photos will they post? Your videos when you are half naked. Your photos when you are half naked.
SubhanAllah.
And then they write on them, rest in peace. Yeah. What kind of peace do you expect in the grave?
What kind of peace do you expect in the grave?
The death of Sheikh Ismail Nkata.
Now, I just want to bring that up because I quote that all the time on the channel, right? Like, you walk out the house, you don't know you're going to die that day. You turned up, whether it's your birthday, whether you're going to celebrate somebody else's birthday, you get drunk. You know, people be filming. You never know when they're going to catch you. You throwing up or some crazy shit, and then you die. But it's on your Instagram. It's on your X. It's on your Snapchat. It's on your TikTok. Nobody got the passwords. So that spins in the clip, as I like to say. I call it spinning in the clip. It's my channel. It's my play on words. It's one of my sayings. We got a lot of them over here. So forever, until shit gets shut down, how people remember you that don't really know you, or somebody snatch your videos and your posters, and they got you, come on baby, and you shaking your ass, or you drunk as a fuck, or you putting up guns with the Pooh Shiesty mask on. And I'm bringing that up because this is like a couple days ago I seen this. But then DJ Self, right? Guess one of his friends, I don't know her, allegedly, I think she committed, somebody was asking how she died. I think she committed suicide. She self-deleted herself. And where is it at? Right here. So she's a pretty looking woman. I'm going to show y'all the picture, and then we're going to get out of here. And we on a few different platforms. You know what I mean? We on Instagram, we on YouTube and shit. So that's why you see me looking different ways. Got a whole different things going on. So this is the young lady right here. You know what I mean? This is how she was dressed. I don't know what she is. Like I said, I don't know how she took her life, her own life, why she took her own life. Mental health is real. People be going through depression. Depression is real. And then obviously the last photo, the third slide, he grabbing the neck, you know what I mean? And when you look at the comments, a lot of people like, yo, why you put these pictures up of her with no clothes on, with her titties out. The last photo was unnecessary, grabbing the neck like that. And apparently maybe he was dealing with her, maybe not. I don't know who she is. Condolences to her family, and rest in peace, and may the Most High have mercy on her, right? But when you look at the comments, people like, yo, why are you putting up them pictures of her like that? You can't find no better pictures. And then other people are, playing devil's advocate, or they giving some pushback saying, yo, who are you to tell him what pictures to remember his friend by, or whoever she was to him, right? Like that could have been his family, whoever it is, right? Obviously, that's how she wanted to be remembered. Or that's how she was living her life, like it's golden, with certain pictures and stuff like that. He didn't tag her, otherwise I would have went to her page to see what kind of pictures are. Actually, her name is Athena. So her famous words was, tell Marvin I said hello. So I only bring up the little young Muslim chick, right? The little Muslim sister, is because it comes to fruition inside the comments under this post. Some people are like, yo, you couldn't find no more decent pictures. You had to get her with her titties out, and you had to show her in that fashion. Have some respect, she just died. Then other people are like, yo, who are you to comment on what type of pictures he should put up of her? That's her relationship. You don't even know her, and she was living her life the way she want to live it. But I asked you, you know what I mean? Like I do on the channel. I know I wouldn't want like the not my best moments spinning in a clip for whoever knows how long if I die. You know what I mean? Or you go out and they catch you throwing up, or you laid out on the street pissing on yourself, or we see some women bending over pissing in the street, very unladylike, and then you get hit by a bus, and now that's the last image that we got in our heads of you. So just think about that, because you never know when you're going to go. And even though my mom's, I used to always come back at her, because she'd be like, make sure you got clean socks on, make sure your drawers is clean. You never know when the ambulance and all that got to cut your clothes open. And I always thought like, well, if I was shot, unfortunately, if I was hit by a fire truck, probably going to shit on myself anyway and be laid out, leaking all type of blood. So I don't think they really going to care about my drawers and my socks. But I understood what she was trying to say, the message behind it. Ben Doms, what's the word? You know what I mean? So just think about that. We gave it enough time on a Saturday, second Saturday of Ramadan. Peace and blessings to everybody out there that celebrate Ramadan. But you know what it is. It's your guy, Popovitz. Y'all was just tuned in to my show, Popovitz TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.